back to the show, The Vibe, guys. Once again, we are addicts, bringing you nothing but good vibes. I am your host, Miss Jenna Boy, the one and only human cocktail. And of course, I am not alone. I am with
Lord X Coded, the one and only, the chosen one. And it is a great privilege to be here today to deliver vibes that are going to be positive and nice. You know, I'm so excited about the guest that we're having today. But most of all, I'm excited of not being alone. Having this beautiful lady next to me, the human cocktail herself. Miss Jenna Boy, how are you doing today?
I'm cool. The more we talk about cocktails, is the more I want to take a sip.
And I can feel it right now as in there. On today's show, on The Vibes, we have no one else but a close friend of mine, the trap scientist himself, Drip God, Tserai J!
Scoopum inside, yebo. I scoop 'em inside. Real good, it's amazing. Did he drink in my cup and I'm wildin'? Tell my problems, I'm vibing. Yeah, I'm feeling real good right now. I'm feeling real good, it's amazing. Did he drink in my cup and I'm wildin'? Tell my problems, I'm vibing. Yeah, I'm feeling real good right now.
And just like that is our guest, Tserai J, a very close friend of mine. The musician himself is out here in the studio with us, making sure that we explore his vibe. How's it work?
I'm good.
Nice, man.
I'm nice.
Look at this beautiful human cocktail that I have next to
I
me.
can see. You fine.
Oh, wow.
You fine.
It's an honor to have you. It's an honor to have. I mean, I can say that your music is fine as well. Can we just appreciate the artist?
Yay! Shout out to you, man. And the song is Vibes. And guess what?
I mean,
he is on the
vibe.
vibes. That is it. But without any further ado, artist totally pause so that we can get into the vibe and have a conversation with our guest that we are hanging out with today, which is Tserai J, the musician himself. But let me not take it away from all the vibers and the viewers that are going to be watching the show. Bro, tell us more about yourself. Who is Tserai J?
Okay, Tserai J is an artist, a producer mainly, and yeah, all out, just
Musician.
a vibey kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not a kid now, a vibey man, but yeah.
But they do say when you don't grow up, you always live your best life.
Yeah, but they kind of lying when they say that growing up is better than being a kid.
Okay.
So you think adulthood
Different strokes.
is not supposed to kick in?
Yeah, but adulthood should kick in, but still have that sense of childhoodness in you.
So we mustn't
Which
lose
sense
the
exactly?
The vibe, man.
So we mustn't lose ourselves. We mustn't lose the vibe, the energy that we always grew up with.
And the curiosity.
Yeah, and the curiosity.
And I understand
but
it.
also having a mindset of growth and everything. So yeah.
So
basically,
So the J in Tserai, what does it stand for?
the J is my surname.
What is your surname?
My surname is Jakanani.
Jakanani.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tserai J, Tserai is your name, the J is the abbreviation for your?
Yeah, for
Your
my
surname.
surname. Yeah.
Alright, shout out to you. So you are a musician overall?
Yeah.
Understand? Let me not just say an artist because your beat production varies from one place to another. So what do you think of the game currently during this lockdown and this pandemic?
The game could use with a, like we could have, if we could have a boost in the game, it would help, like in terms of like the internet stuff, and also some of the stuff that are happening in terms of events. Like right now with events, like if the government would set up events where there are virtual events that appear on SABC 1, SABC 2, stuff like that, it would help the culture so much. Not only saying that hip-hop artists should have things like that, but every type of artist, you know?
Oh, but you spoke about being a kid. Can we go back to that?
Yeah, we can.
Let's just go into your childhood. Because you said something about never losing being a kid because it's that creativity, it's that energy that's there.
From.
So when Pumava, who are you as a kid?
Me, I'm African kid, so grew up around my brothers. We used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Asha, a lot of Cher. Yeah.
Okay.
So always in the morning when I wake up, they used to always blast, that type of music. And then it switched from having that type of music. I think when Asha started collaborating with Lil Jon, that's when I had my first
you know,
Love for me.
love for
Ooh.
like hip hop, I can say, and performing and everything.
Okay.
Because I would see Lil Jon, I would see Asha just going crazy on the screen, and I would.
So they activated your vibe. here and
Yeah,
there. I think the
actually
song
that
is
was
yeah,
yeah.
Oh
That was
my
the
God.
first
That's
song, which
so
was
great.
my favorite song ever.
So from the
Yeah.
artists that you've just mentioned, from
Yeah.
you know the names that you've just said,
Yeah.
who do you think influenced your music the most?
I would say Asha,
Asha.
and then Lil Jon. Lil Jon, yeah.
I see
think
you with the
more
dreads.
with the trap side, yeah, with the dreads and the crunk and the craziness and
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I would say him, and also going onwards, it was Lil Wayne.
Lil
After
Wayne.
that, yeah.
Ooh.
I think he is a ghost. I understand. Like there's nobody who's ever done it better than Lil Wayne.
Of
There's
course.
no-
And I said, if you take time and you listen
He's
to
the
his lyrics,
blueprint.
yes,
He's the blueprint.
especially of the trap movement.
Yeah.
Is it safe to
Yeah.
say that?
The trap movement.
Yes, I know he can rap. I know he does great hip hop. But for the
Punchline.
trap movement
And the
Set a
auto
different
tunes.
tone.
and the auto
Yeah.
tunes, yes, with T-Pain and all of them. So
Yeah.
that's where you derive the love from music and you
Yeah.
grew as a kid.
Yeah.
I understand, and you had your love. But lately, when I'm listening to your music, like it sounds like a piano, like then and there.
Okay, that's just everyone believes in any business or any brand, if you do not do different things, you will not grow. So any brand that wants to grow, it ends up getting into different, I don't know, facets or,
Mm-hmm.
different
Being
places.
versatile.
Yeah, being versatile. Like right now, you see Coca-Cola starting to have their own merch, you
Mm.
know, starting to collaborate with other brands and stuff like that. That's just me taking that and putting it into music and saying, let me make the music more African, you know. Bring
Because
it
you
back
did
home,
say you're an
I think,
African
you know.
kid. I
Why
understand.
not explore different? So
Why
since
not?
we're on the merch,
Mm.
you spoke about merch. I want to
Yeah.
know about that. Anxiety. Why that out of all things?
Yeah, anxiety.
The anxiety, I believe in the brand because the brand says a lot in itself.
Okay.
A lot of Abafana, like Amachita Nanan,
Hmm.
a lot of us deal with a lot of anxiety. So it's a brand that was created by Ruben.
Okay.
Ruben underscore model, the drip provider, yeah. So he created the whole brand, he came up with the whole concept. I just vibe with it because of how the message behind it. The anxiety, speaking about anxiety, what we go through as men and women as well, you know, because everyone goes through anxiety, you know. So yeah, it's just
The merch has to
yeah,
collaborate with the lifestyle in which you're talking about in your music.
yeah,
So it all becomes one fashion thing.
yeah. It becomes one fashion. It becomes one. I can't say fashion.
You know why I said fashion, right?
Yeah,
Fashion is the mother of everything, all the entertainment industry. So when you bring the clothes and the music and the lifestyle together, it becomes fashion.
and yeah.
That's
You grew up in the South, Orange Farm, Val, now you live in the South. How has the South influenced your type of music?
It has influenced my type of music in terms of how I grew to understanding what type of artist I am. You know, when I started understanding how I approach music, I approach it with a certain energy that I have to it that no one else, I feel like no one else brings that type of energy to a song. So yeah, that's how much it influenced my music. Yeah.
So we know that when we start a letter, we use the word dear. That's the first word on your.
Yeah.
Is there something that you say to anxiety when you're on the stage?
It's just saying, dear anxiety, you lied. You know.
Ooh.
Just we doing it out here. We hustling. We are alive. You know. Even if we don't have everything in the world,
Of course.
but dear anxiety, you lied. You told us we're gonna be, you know, dead at some point or whatever. You know. So anxiety always tells you that. Like when you get out of the house, oh, they might, you know.
Oh, so Dear Anxiety is a brand itself, and the whole entire work of art that you guys are putting in, it's like you saying to your fears and to the things that hold you back, Dear Anxiety, guess what? I'm going to kick your ass. Or
Yeah.
I understand you lied, I overcome, I'm great.
Yeah.
It's like you're speaking into your problems, but you're speaking
With
a positive
Yeah.
vibe.
With the positive vibe. It also goes back to how the tape is. Okay, the tape, the Dear Anxiety tape, how it's structured. That it talks about how you have to keep on having that energy, that positivity.
Yes.
The second one says I got it back because I just listened to that information. I absorbed that information, and I'm saying the anxiety you lied, you know, and I'm getting my mojo back. From getting my mojo back, I moved into a celebration, which is now the vibes.
I
Last
see
song
what you did there.
on the you know tape.
On the tape. So Dear Anxiety is actually a tape that goes with the brand that
With the brand that
you're wearing.
yeah.
So the
And
first,
the anxiety is actually broad, like it's anxiety way. So there's a brand called Anxiety way. Going back to Ruben created it. So this is just a concept, one of the concepts. So yeah, that was we were basing the tape on that concept, the de-anxiety concept. But Anxiety way is a branding itself that is way more broad.
okay, that you work with, people that you collaborated with outside that you should know.
Yes, I collaborated with, there was, what was it called?
1829.
1829, yeah. So we collaborated on a tape. We actually dropped one song, which is doing quite well without promotion at all, which is very surprising. Which is, I think, the views are coming from me, but yeah.
Shout out to you.
It's, yeah, it was a nice song. It was a very hyped song, and I produced it. Yeah.
So being from South and knowing a lot about the South
Yeah.
and also people from the South, how you want people to react to your music.
Yeah.
Do you think being an artist in South is good for you? Or do you want to maybe, venture out to other places because of your music?
True. It goes back to what I said about brands and how brands move and grow. If you stay in one place, it sort of like brings a sort of stagnancy to you. It limits you.
Okay.
So if you've checked, if a brand, you can use the internet connects us to the world, but you need to be physically there where everything is happening. I took the decision to move out of the South because I wanted to grow artistically, business-wise, everything. So I just took that plunge and I moved.
So you're not from, you don't stay in the South anymore?
Yeah, I don't stay in the
Where
South
do you
anymore. Right now I stay in Albertine.
But you still represented the South Side,
I
right?
still represent the South.
Nothing
I
else
still-
but the South Side, right?
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah, nothing else but the South side. I really love the South. I love
Okay,
it.
for your music, now, do you feel like since you have moved out of the South and stopped being stagnant, because that's what you believe being here, you feel like you've hit your peak? There was nothing more, so you had to move out in order to venture out and explore and grow as a brand.
I don't really think I hit my peak because there's a lot that can be done in a community as an artist. An artist can grow in a place and make some sort of, look at DJ Stokie. Like DJ Stokie did it in Soweto.
Yeah.
You go to his hometown.
Superman, president, what's the guy?
He's a president. You go there, like it's him. They don't listen to anyone but him. So, and I believe an artist can do that in South. It just takes a little bit more of a push and trying to convince everybody else, which is, it's gonna be hard for that artist. But yeah, I don't think it's me though.
Okay.
I think my path is different.
I just want to know where's home. Like, where would you play with toys?
Where I played with toys,
Yeah.
because I was born in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So that's where I grew up for a small part of my life.
What is a small part? Like, how many years was it?
I think until I was like 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when we moved to Orange Farm, stayed in Orange Farm for a bit. Moved from Orange Farm, Everton, Oval. Yeah, I'm a Val boy as well.
Yes.
And
You
moved.
know what they say about Val boys?
I don't know. And I definitely want to know.
Now I also want to know.
I'm keeping my lips shut because all I just want to know is like, what do you miss about Zim?
About Zim. Childhood, man. The small things, the friends I used to have.
That's what matters.
Yeah. The childhood, it's not something material based, but just the people I used to know back then.
Okay.
And also, the family. Yeah, basically.
Okay, so Orange Farm, Val.
Yeah.
Val, then
South.
South. So basically, when in your journey as an artist, You are an artist from the south side.
That's where I
Because look
started
at Val,
doing
look at
music.
Orange Farm, look at
Yeah.
South. Like you come from the south side, you were bred.
Yeah, that's where I started getting into music, like getting into doing music seriously. Yeah, in the south.
In the south. So is there any project that you have done in the south that we can?
There is a project we have done. It's we're actually working on a full-length mixtape, but because of circumstances, yeah.
You need one word answers. It's that simple.
Alright.
I'm going to give you 3 names, and then you have to decide who do you want to smash, who do you want to friend zone, and who would you like to marry. So on the list we have Boiti, would you smash?
Boity smash.
Minnie,
Mary, definitely.
Pearl Twissy.
You're Mary.
So there's nobody that gets to be friend zone.
Nah, that's your. That's.
Is there somebody that
those
you
are power
currently?
women.
Those are power women.
Is there
Yeah.
somebody that you're currently friend zoning or dating?
I can't really say right now, but yeah.
It's
I can't-
exclusive.
Other down low.
Yeah.
I
it's
bet
just
she's
down.
definitely an exclusive person.
But shout out to them. We all need exclusive people around us, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing to have people that are not on the front line or on the spotlight. What's your vibe? What's your vibe?
On a normal day, I would wake up, produce beats. Okay, obviously you have to wake up, take a bath, do whatever.
Open
take a
your
shit.
eyes.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, make beats. After making beats, while I'm making beats, because I'm an indoors type of person.
Yeah.
I go out, but I like going out sometimes at night. Not
What is a vibe creator and a vibe killer?
A vibe creator is somebody who comes into a place and gives you that energy, positive energy.
By them
Somebody-
doing what, for example?
By them, just coming into a place and being comfortable, speaking to you. Certain people have barriers.
Okay.
Like for me, per se, people would say I might be a vibe killer because when I come into a place, I don't want to really, talk. It takes time for me to just open up that barrier. So there's certain people who are like that. You can't really say that's a vibe killer, but you can say that's somebody who needs somebody who will bring that vibe,
So to you, when personally you need a vibe creator,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't say you're a vibe killer.
I wouldn't say I'm a vibe killer because I have my times when.
Okay. So what is your idea of vibe killer?
A vibe killer is somebody who's always negative.
Negative.
Somebody who's always finding, that thing where nobody has a positive. Yeah, we understand you shouldn't have that mindset where maybe you trust too much or maybe where you look at everything in one way. But also having a positive mindset helps. Just being that person who comes through with a positive mindset. It helps a lot.
Okay, for me personally, the vibes is the vibe creator because that's where you find all the vibes and you get to hang around with beautiful people and wonderful guests. But to all the viewers and all the fans, I just want to know what is your vibe creator and what is your vibe killer. Understand? Make sure you subscribe and hit all the click and all the other buttons for you to be able to engage with us. Tserai, tell us like the music that you do, right? Which genre would you put it under?
I can't really put it under a genre. I'll put it under emotion type based music. When you listen to me, you have to go through emotions.
A
You have
journey.
it's a journey.
Okay.
When you listen to it, it's not only lyrical, but it's like it's a journey, it's energy. It switches from energy, it switches to something else, That's why I always put too many elements, Afro pop, whatever I can do.
So in a way, you have your own genre.
Yeah, in a way I can say that I'm versatile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a versatile producer
Yeah.
and musician overall.
Yeah.
And an artist is just a subtitle.
It's just a subtitle. But
Just like that.
yeah, production on top.
It's the vibes, it's the vibes, it's the vibes. And just like that, we are back with the second segment. We'll be chilling with our beautiful guest, our amazing trap artist right here, musician Tserai J. And I'm with the wonderful, the beautiful, the human cocktail, Miss Jenna Boy. And we are out here on the vibes. I see the anxiety, the movement, what you're going on. But let us go deeper. Understand? Let us go on your previous work, anti-formal behavior. Can you tell us about that tape?
Okay, anti-formal behavior was a tape that we made out of a place of, that I made actually, out of a place of feeling that I don't fit into certain crowds and I don't fit in certain things that people do. And it was coming from a place where I tried to fit in and coming into a place where I was becoming an anti-formal person who just wanted to vibe with the people who vibe with me and, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, I made that tape. It was just too much vibes. I normally, when I make songs, I want to just put too many sounds into it. So I wanted it to have too many sounds, but the title says it all. You know?
Anti-formal behavior.
Yeah.
I get this. Have you got this, like, Tserai is like an introvert type of person?
Yeah,
Like
introverted, extrovert.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's into
Yeah.
He's into himself. So that's why your music comes from you. You drive the emotion and the lifestyle from you.
Yeah.
You understand? Anti-formal was about that.
Yeah.
Now, dear anxiety, now you talking about dear anxiety.
Like,
So
yeah.
on anti-formal, what made you believe which now you're ready to do anxiety?
Anxiety. Okay, from anti-formal, I had to move to, I wanted to make another tape, but then the idea came from growing in the brand, you know, merging with clothing. Just like you said, everything comes from fashion, you know, like how fashion and music has to go together. So what's the best thing to do was to take the fashion and put the music. It's been done before, but I feel like the way we did it was totally different. Tell me somebody who did it the way we did it in SA, honestly.
And there's actually a music video on that, No Joking, which is out on YouTube. People can be able to view it. The song No Joking speaks about you having a gift and no joking about it. Understand? It's one of the songs that stood out. I know your favorite was Victim to Love because you actually posted about this it being your favorite song.
Okay, I be bowling like the Rossi, eh. Ungazodlala ngesipho sam, mina ngiflexa ngesipho sam. Ungazodlala ngesipho sam, mina ngiflexa ngesipho sam. Ungazodlala ngesipho.
Is there anything that we can expect from that tape?
In terms of visuals, I was thinking of shooting Victim to Love because Victim to Love is a timeless song, you know. So I want to redo even more on it. And then after redoing the song, maybe shoot visuals on it. Yeah.
Okay, so as an artist, it's always all eyes on you and everybody wants to see what is your next move. So who are you when you are alone? When there's no cameras, there is no mic, it's just you, yourself and yourself.
When I'm alone, I'm me. Like how I present myself around people, I'm the same guy. It's just that I think more of the laid back type of vibes where I'm always thinking of ideas of what to do next, you know, what businesses I need to get into, what moves do I need to get into. I'm just like how I present, like always, I'm always like that, like I'm always this way. I can't really
So this is you.
Yeah, this is me.
So you're telling me there's no wilding out moments or where you have even done like wild out things, like you came to a point that like you even forget that you're an introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it's groove time, when it's groove, it's
come alive
to come alive. You know, when you're around, people with the same energy, and then there's obviously alcohol and there's groove and whatever is happening. You come alive to a certain point where you just enjoy yourself.
Can you party without alcohol?
Yeah, I can.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, I've done it before because of the lockdown and everything.
Looking at 2021.
Yeah.
What is your vision? Understand? What is your vision for 2021? What are you looking at doing? Anything that's coming up that we need to know about?
2021 is gonna be a nice.
You must know it's deep and somebody slaps themselves.
It's really gonna go down.
It's like a pinch me.
It's gonna go down, like really deep.
It's gonna go down this year.
Really deep.
Let's hope they open up the country. Mr. Ramaphosa, please.
I feel like there has to be
open
a
up the
petition for
country.
this.
Yeah.
For opening up the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with the country being closed,
Yeah.
would you say it's a benefit for you so that you get to make a lot of music? There's no gigging and no hanging out, but there's, you know what? One thing the pandemic did, it brought me closer to understanding who I am and my craft and my
Exactly.
and everything.
True.
So right now during the pandemic, and Ndate, they were smiling, Cyril Ramaphosa, CR17,
Cupcake.
Mavula in country.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you have so much of content that this year is going to be?
At the moment, I feel like there's more potential in terms of getting more content. You know, there's more connections, there's more resources. So I feel like this year, if everything gets opened,
Okay, so when it comes to talking about the pandemic, I believe that the lockdown, in one way or another, has changed each of us.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
what has it done to you? Are you more introverted than usual,
Yeah.
or are you antisocial?
I can't say introverted because it's a part of me. That is just a part of me.
That's why you need
just
to
how I
more
am.
than usual.
Okay. So it has made me more, it has made me look at the small things that I didn't look at before, spending time with family, spending time with friends, spending time with, just those things, like
the little things we
the
take for
little
granted.
things we take for granted, like, your health, drinking water,
Reading a book.
reading a book, reading books, I got into reading books as well, like just reading random books, like sometimes just take a random book, like historic books, learning about history, learning about stuff like that,
Dictionary.
documentaries. I've learned, I think I've matured to a certain point because of lockdown, and lockdown was negative and positive at the same time.
Yeah, there's something that we had to take away from it.
Yeah.
So, lockdown 2020, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot that happened in the music industry.
Yeah.
I understand. For you personally, do you feel like in the music game, not necessarily looking at each other, do you feel like we did a lot in the online world in 2020 as musicians, as artists, on the online platform?
Amapiano did it.
Yeah.
Amapiano did it. Like they did it.
STEM.
They put themselves at a point where you can see the professionalism. Like they are too much. They are brands now. People like Jezeki, people like people like Mapori. Mapori has always been a brand, but Kabza, they stamp themselves as brands. There are people that when you become a brand, that's when Vodacom comes to you. That's when whatever comes to you.
You attract.
You attract, other brands to you because they're trying to grow, So,
Can I just contradict what you just said,
yeah.
with Amapiano? 2020, Summer Song of the Year,
Yeah.
Ipanome. 2020's freshest MCs to come up,
Yeah.
Black Diamond. Whoever did more than Black Diamond in terms of airwaves in 2020?
Big Zulu.
We can't say that. That's like
Why
opening
can't
another
we
can
say
of
that?
worms. What did Big Zulu do besides Imalini?
Okay, like you said in the
Big
past.
Zulu had was from 2019.
Like
It was
you
not
said in
even
the past,
anymore.
it's not only about the music, it's not only about lyrics, but it's what you bring to the table in terms of visuals and how smart you are as an artist. So he incorporated the Brentwood, he incorporated the Nkabi lifestyle, he made it glamorous. Now people want to be like him. Even the Kavela, you see now people want to sign him. Or in fact, they already signed him. That takes a lot to get to that level. So with that being said, whose year do you think 2021 will be for?
I don't want to be egotistical on it, but
If you want to be
I would
egotistical,
love
be
this year to be my
egotistical.
year.
Then it's
I would
your
love
year.
for
Then
this
it's your year.
You
Shout out to
claimed
you, the
it.
glory decade.
Yeah, but sometimes, I don't want to, but I know 2021, we're just going to put in work, like
A lot.
I cannot
work,
wait.
no matter what.
Okay, for me, 2021 belongs to Mr. Jezik and the Jazz Disciples.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
put something Soweto number 2,
Mhm.
the Matuda, all that Amapiano movement.
Mm-mm.
And I take nothing away from all the other genres. I feel hip hop coming very.
You can't really put Dim Tuda there.
Why
Mhm.
not?
In terms of like the mainstream,
Mhm.
you can put him maybe in like the underground piano.
Okay. Who was that?
That was in 2020.
Who was that?
Yeah, that was Dim Tuda. Yeah, but
he
that was
built up, right?
2019.
He built up to 2020, right?
Yeah,
So
he
in
built up
2021, I am saying in 2020, I'm giving it to something so with
Yeah.
Ntula with the Danko.
Ntula is
I'm
great.
giving it to Jezik and the
Okay.
Jezik disciples with Munati and 30303, whatever.
In terms of
Oh,
female
okay.
artists, who do you think?
That has been very challenging. Eh?
Yeah, it's a challenging question.
Women have never been coming up, but I take nothing away from Amifaku, Barita, Amanda
Simi.
Black, Simi,
Yeah.
Azana, 2020. I feel like they could even have their top 10.
What about
Yeah.
Sun L musician?
Slept on, overlooked.
Yeah,
Okay, and I feel like he's the one bringing in the talent.
yeah, that's true. He's doing a lot in terms of the game.
Okay.
He's doing a lot.
Do you ever see yourself as a producer and a musician? Do you ever see yourself saying, okay, you know what, I'm taking a backseat, I look at this artist, I want to groom them and grow them to even become even better than you? Or
I always think of doing something like that. I always think of maybe a producer rather. That's why I'm working with this other producer called Scorpion Beats.
Mhm.
So I feel like we can groom him because he's hella talented. He can play key.
2021, we were speaking about who's going to be making waves.
Yeah.
Who would you like to work with in the future? Understand? Looking even into 2021.
Okay, it's a bit of two worlds, right? I'd like to work on the trap side. I'd like to work with Blackie. I'd like to work with talented dude, Blackie talented.
How about
I'd like
25K?
to- Not 25K, I'm good. Yeah, he's dope. He's
Okay.
dope, guys.
I
Yo,
take
hey,
nothing away from you. It's
yeah,
just that the
it's
preference
just
that you
that
want to
the
do.
preference of where the direction of the music
Okay.
is going. Maybe if I work with Zuchi, yeah,
Mhm.
Zuchi maybe will connect me to 25K and we can do something.
Mm. Imagine dear anxiety and
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You and
too much.
Zuchi.
It's gonna be too much.
Mm-hmm.
And then, AKA, guys, AKA is talented.
Kenan Forbes.
Definitely.
Kenan Forbes is talented. His attitude is otherwise, but as a musician, he's talented. So yeah.
What do you
AKA,
mean he's otherwise?
Yes, what do
I
you
wasn't
mean?
supposed to say that, right?
No, it's okay. What do you mean is otherwise?
Yeah.
Okay, social media has shown us that I can't really say I've met the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost my feature with Kenan.
It's okay, Dad.
Okay, on the piano side, Maporisa, the hit maker, you have to. And then definitely it has to be Stocky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Piano side.
Jezik,
Jezik, wow, yeah, definitely.
can you work with a living legend named KO?
I can, definitely. I vibe with his music, I like his brand, I like his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely do a song with KO. I'll definitely do that.
Alright. So, any projects that you're working on in the future that we need to know about? Let the people know?
There's a lot of projects, a lot of emails that I'm waiting on
Mhm.
that I can't really talk about now.
Of course.
But yeah, there's a lot that's about to come through. The Anxiety Part 2. I'm also gonna do a follow-up to Anti-Formal Behavior, but it's gonna be way amazing. And yeah, that The Anxiety Part 2 will be my last project, like in terms of like until I get that breakthrough, you know.
Mhm.
So that will be my last project. I'll just be dropping singles after that, and then
It's awesome stuff.
after that I won't drop projects until I get that, you know.
You still say you wanna get there, you wanna become mainstream and breakthrough. I understand.
Yeah.
But the music that you have made and the platform that you have built already puts you on a pedestal. Understand that people
Yeah.
might look up to you.
Mm.
So to another king or another youngin who's coming up, wants to, words of encouragement from you, understand, take it, you are different, you are anti-formal, but your music is still impactful and has a certain crowd or target market that it's going to.
Yeah. Big. Rana, unasa.
That's what you have to say.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
That's
Unasa.
nice and easy though.
Yo, just straight to the
Like,
Like,
point.
there's no
Like-
cliche, hey,
Yeah.
work hard, just don't be scared.
Like,
There's whack niggas doing it right now.
So,
Whack
Unasa.
niggas.
And it's working for them.
And it's working for them.
do
Because
you want to
I'm a
name
son.
drop any other work nigga?
I don't want to say names, but they are doing it.
Mhm.
They are doing it on a big level.
So ungasabi next.
Ungasabi next.
So no fear that guys.
No fear. It's about stepping up to a promoter and saying, I'm dope, put me on the lineup.
With confidence.
Yeah, with confidence.
Okay. And right about now, it's that time where we have to love and leave you. Wait, before we do that, Tserai, where can people catch you?
You can catch me while I'm running right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anyways, you can catch me on my social media platforms or pages where I'm at, which is on YouTube, it's Tserai J official. On Facebook, it's Tserai J. On Instagram, it's Tserai J, small caps or conjoined. Or you can Google me.
Just like
Makes
this.
it simple.
Googleable.
Thank you.
Is that even a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've just
I don't know if Googleable is a word or if it's not a word, but we just created it right now. But the words that you should definitely know is the vibes, because that is where the awesome and the most vibiest vibes happen on the vibe. But thank you for watching. I am your host, Miss Boy, the one and only human cocktail, and you can catch me on Instagram at Miss_Boy. That's where you'll find me. But for now, vibes. Yeah. It's a wrap.
I got my mojo back. I got my mojo back. I'm coming straight for the bag. I'm coming straight for the